Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Monday, excuse me, January 30th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Tarot in Wonderland. So I am still under the weather, unfortunately. This cold will not go away. Ugh, the cough is the worst part of it, but nevertheless, gotta onward and upward. I'm sure a lot of you have been catching it too. I know I've been talking to someone, they said 6 weeks. I'm like, ugh, can't even imagine. But we're starting off with the sun. So, we've been getting the sun a lot lately, and it's like, one of the definitions that I love, especially, I believe it's from Astrology Answers, like the beautiful sunflowers in this card, success will surround you, and I feel like that's what a lot of us need is to have that in our life. We do have this masculine and feminine energy. It could be parents, it could be within ourselves, our ancestors. But you see, Alice, this young innocent, needs guidance at this time, and I definitely was reaching out to um someone, and it was just like telling them what was going on, and they're just like it's nice to hear that they have my back and everything like that, but it's like you know what I mean. Like I finally was like, it's okay, everything's working out. You know what I mean, and two things in my life I was excited for, and then it's just like it took a abrupt hold. You know what I mean? You'll hear in the definitions, it's like we may be bound to something. So for me, it's like, and it makes sense. After, Shane's untimely transformation, it's like how we went to square one. We lost everything, you know what I mean? And it's just like we lost everything to find everything in a sense. Finding myself, finding my true self, finding true happiness. You know what I mean? It's just like I feel like that's what this year is like to realize the resilience of yourself, and embrace that fire energy. Well, they were talking about that last week. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. So I feel like even though this situation looks like it is what it is right now, it's like don't count it out because there's still more moves to be made. It's kind of like Big Brother. Even when you feel like your back is against the wall, it's like there's still things to be done. Until the fat lady sings, and then it's like move forward. We have the world, and I feel like we're in this void of course, this void of course energy where it's just like if you don't know what to do, don't do nothing at all. I'm putting my trust and faith in Yeshua and Yahweh. I'm like, I know you didn't put this in my life only to carry me this far, not just to give me a taste or a sample, and then for things to change. I feel like something's gonna happen where it's gonna be a jumping board for myself. You know what I mean? So I feel like, they're just saying, like, there'll be maybe a verbal commitment here. For some of you, this is going to be an engagement that turns into a marriage. Like, this literally happened to my girlfriend and her sister. And her sister's planning her wedding, and they're going dress shopping this weekend. And then it's just like, for some of us, it'll be a verbal, a lot of people say things. So maybe someone tells you about something, and it ends up being a contractual thing. So it could be like a job. Someone tells you about it, you interview it, you sign a contract, like you're bound to this contract now with your job. The devil. And I feel like that's where this situation is. I feel like, if you're getting these negative thoughts that's trying to, pull you down, it's just like you got to think with your higher self. And I feel like with temperance, with the caterpillar here with Alice, it's like remember to find that balance in yourself. Even when we don't understand why this is going on, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, let's just, keep moving forward. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. And it's like person, place, or thing. I feel like, work addict is another thing. It's like you're addicted to work. For me, it's like if I don't feel like if I'm working, I'm not doing my part as a mom. I'm not taking care of my family. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, I always want to be bringing income. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm taking care of my family that way. That's what the way that I show up for my family. Love, support, nurture. It's like wearing all those multiple caps. But it's just, you know, it's like what will happen? How would we move forward? We have the Six of Pentacles. So it's like maybe we're living in this fear, worry, and doubt. We're triggered by something. For me, again, it's like, when we made that move to the mold and mouse houses, we finally call it. But It's just like, it's, I don't want to misstep. I know that I'm not in the same headspace that I was. That's where these low moments we learn things. But again, it's like we're not who we were, for us, 6 years ago. You know what I mean? We've grown and evolved in our different, I still can't even believe it's 6 years. You know what I mean? So it's just like they're saying a benchmark moment. Okay. It's just like, we got to keep pushing forward, you know? Things unfortunately happen in life that that are out of our control. We don't won't understand it sometimes till we get older. You know what I mean? Those things actually set us up for life for who we're supposed to be. Unfortunate situations, that are out of our control, but you know, honestly, it makes you stronger when you need it when you get older. Which is unfortunate, but this is the life here on earth. We go to temperance and it's finding that equal balance. You know what I mean? You got to sit there and tell yourself, like, just because this is happening, you know what I mean? It's just like I said, there's still other moves to be made here, So, and for me, is the biggest thing is my faith. Putting my trust in God that, no matter what, things will turn out some one way or another. I'm just being cautious as I move forward, and I was talking about that with someone today. It's like, my vacation's coming up soon. So now I'm like cautious about it. So it's just like, hopefully this cough will be gone by then. But, just even though it's a damper, don't let it deeply affect you. Feel what you're feeling, but keep moving forward. That's all we can do. So we're starting off with the sun. So they're saying that it's going to be a great day. This day is the summer of your life, and the sun card embodies success, abundance, optimistic feelings to the situation that cannot be matched by anything else. Success is just not probable, but inevitable. There is confidence aligned with the bright picture. Like the child on top of the horse, you're on top of the world. And victory is for yours for the taking. And I feel like the sun keeps coming out because I feel like there's going to be challenges. And it's just like, what in the flying F? And we keep getting the sun card, the sun card, the sun card. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they're saying. Because it's like, it knocks the wind out of you. It knocks, like, you're on your high horse and not in a cocky way. It's like you're finally embracing what this is, where you are in life, and then something knocks you off your horse. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the heck? This also is this is not an eternal success. This is the kind of success the world sees and admires. You, your life, and the situation at hand are indeed enlightened, and the abundance or prosperity you seek in this situation will soon surround you like the beautiful flowers in this card. So I feel like it's just like, even though in this moment it may not look that way, I understand being cautious, but I definitely feel like this is a temporary moment. I really believe that you will be, you know what I mean? Whatever is meant for you in your life will happen in your life. You know what I mean? It's just, unfortunately, sometimes the timing of things are just the worst. Like they're saying, they're panicking. You know what I mean? So it's just like, just understanding what's going on, the reality of the situation. I feel like as you move forward, more information will come out. So you're reaching a point in your situation where all things truly come full circle. I love this card means that an engagement or a new beginning is not probable but inevitable. A marriage or proposal or a brand new step in your journey is here. The same applies in work and career situations. Your work may take you somewhere in the world or connect you with foreign people or events. Or you may take on a role with foreign matters. The 4 fixed signs are present in this card: Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. One of these zodiac signs could be the key to your situation as well. The message here is stay committed and fixated on your goals like these signs do, and success is just around the corner. So they're reminding me of one of the cards that we got there was the Chariot. With determination and dedication, we will be the victor wearing the wreath. And that's the thing. We didn't get to this point in our life by just sitting there waiting for things to fall in our lap. We were determined to get things happening in our life, and we got there. This is the end of a cycle and signifies the completion of one journey and the beginning of an all new exciting one. When you see this card in your day, know that the world is definitely your oyster at this time. Everything you've been working for is about to happen. Enjoy it. And that's why I feel like we're on the brink of something here. And I feel like this is where kind of this devil card comes in. And I felt like that when we were doing retrograde. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's the external world. I feel like, we sit there, we make this life for ourselves, but it's just like things keep going up. And it's just like, it's crazy. It's just like, how can you justify the prices of this stuff? How can you justify putting a tax on top of a tax, on top of a tax? You know what I mean? And it's just like, they made this situation with cough cough. They all thought we were going to fall in line. Here comes Elon Musk with his chips. They want people to voluntarily sign up for a passport program. So they're going to chip you. This is introducing the chips. The cough cough passport didn't work, so now they're trying it with the airport passport. So it's just like somehow, some way they're trying to find a way that appeals to people that's non-threatening to chip you, because they're trying to number everybody. I don't think they're going to stop until we're all numbered. But perhaps until now you've been unaware that you've become bound to a painful experience or lesson. And that's what I'm saying, like, with us, it's just like, even with Sunny, it's just like hard for us to fathom that we've had him for a year. It's hard to fathom we're celebrating a birthday. You know what I mean? It's like he brings us so much joy and happiness into our life, and he is such a cuddle monster. He's just like Michael. He's a cuddle monster. It's just like, it's hard to, accept the fact that he's a permanent part of our life. It's because that post-traumatic stress disorder, you're always going to be fearful that other slipper is going to fall down. Something is holding you back, but you aren't sure what. And this is our fear, worry, and doubt. That's why we kept getting the strength card. Strength card represents fire energy. Strength card, what is the meaning? Leave behind all fear, worry, and doubt. Not to say to do stupid things. I'm talking about where, we don't know how to move forward. And void of course energy. It's like, don't do anything at all right now. If you're not sure what to do, just give it some time and see how things unfold. See if the situation gets better or worse, and then make your decision from that. They're saying there's something indeed that impending your success. This could be a health matter. It could be a person. Seeing this card, you usually know from your instincts what forces you are bound to, preventing you from moving forward. If it's an illness, there's nothing you can do but take care of yourself and move on. The same applies if the forces you are bound to are evil and manipulative. Cut out the dead weight, free yourself from the chains of addiction, even if you are addicted to a person. Only then can you move to your highest good. And I feel like it's like you're bound, like in my situation, it's bound to the fact of this traumatic situation that just came out of nowhere, but it's just like literally last week I was just like accepting the way that things are and how we're moving forward and excited about it, and the kids were hyped up about it, and then this happens. It's just like, what the flying F. We have the Six of Pentacles here, and here's our grounding force. It's just like, even though you were in the Five of Pentacles energy, isolation, depression, anxiety, fear, worry, and doubt, it's like, here, come out of it. Like I said, feel what you're feeling, but like, if you don't not sure what to do, I feel like be calm for first of all, and take the emotions out of the situation. Feel what you're feeling, but let's be logical here. What are the facts? So the Six of Pentacles card often appears in a tarot reading after a period that resembles the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of being left out in the cold. This card, however, that is reversed. Generosity and brightness are restored from the previous card's abandonment. And that's where I feel this positive encouragement of the sun. Brightness are restored from the, you know what I mean? Generosity and brightness are being restored. You know what I mean? And I feel like because they're saying, you worked hard. You got yourself here. You believed in yourself. You put in the blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? You trusted in the universe, you trusted in Yahweh and Yeshua as they protected you and you evolved. You weren't afraid of working. You weren't afraid, like, even with myself, I wasn't afraid of doing two things. Like, I knew that, being a healer, it's going to take a time to build up my name. Who is this person? You're brand new. What do you know? What have you experienced? How, how is your gift? How is your ability? You know what I mean? So it's going to take you time to build up that repetition. Oh, if I could speak today, reputation. You know what I mean? So I feel like, I wasn't afraid to work, two jobs at once. I worked three jobs at once. I'm not afraid. And that's what they were reminding me. Remember when you moved out, you worked three jobs to get where you wanted to go. You know? Remember, I wasn't afraid to work multiple jobs. I wasn't afraid to get my hands dirty. I wanted to accomplish something. I'm a go-getter. You know? So it's like, even though this situation looks like this, I'm going to see what happens, and just, with determination and dedication, I will be the victor wearing the wreath, you know? It's just the timing could not be worse with, being under the weather the last, this is my third week. For the most part, I'm good. It's just this cough. Ugh, what a bugger. All parties are going to experience a gift of generosity in some way that when this card appears. With no harm to none, and so it is. We kept talking about inheritance and some sort of fortune coming in. If you've been short of money at work or feeling neglected in a relationship and this card appears, know that your smiles are not far away, as harmony will be restored sooner rather than later. And that's what I'm saying. Even though that this devil energy is going to come in here, it's literally 6 o'clock on that clock. Is this, 6 seconds from now, 6 days from now, 6 weeks from now? Like, when is this going to happen? You know what I mean? Is this June? I feel like this is where that Wheel of Fortune energy came in from last week, determining the rest of the year. And they're just like, hey, you know what? It's okay. You're going to need strength this year. You know what I mean? You're going to have to remember that fire energy. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. That's what's going to get you through this year. The highs are going to be high, but the lessons, you're going to need your fire energy. So temperance, the message of balance. You also should expect to see some harmony in your life over a situation at hand. There you go. Positive encouragement. Even though right now it's rocky, they're saying you will see, balance and harmony be restored. We kept getting that with the star card. After a rough patch, peace and harmony will be restored. A little bit of big picture reflection is a good idea when you see this card, as this card embodies the fire sign spirit of mutable Sagittarius. So here we go with the fire energy again. So this is not about overt action. And that's exactly what Astrology Answers Deborah Silverman has taught us. When we're not sure what to do and void of course energy, do not do anything at all. That is the worst thing we can do. Panic and waste our energy. This is why I'm not doing readings, guys. If you're someone that's waiting on a reading, this is why. It's my voice goes in and out. And I get exhausted from this cough still. It's the worst. Like you're trying to sit there and you pump yourself full of like vitamin C and stuff. And it's just, this cough is just the worst. No excess energy is required on your part to resolve your situation. This tarot card is about messages that it's time to take a step back and exercise some caution in key areas of your life. So it's like, don't go crazy right now. Like, with myself, it's just like in a financial situation, it's just like, we were going to do all these things on vacation. And it's just like, I'm taking a step back now. I'm not making any plans. I'm not doing anything until I know what's going to happen. And I already told everybody, this is what's going on. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So sometimes a card can be a message of moderation. If you've been consuming too much in the way of spending, drinking, or substance use, this card says a message to curb things. Workaholic is another one. You know what I mean? It's overthinking. It always doesn't have to be things of this earthly realm. Drinking too much, eating too much. Maybe you're an emotional eater. Doing too much drugs. I feel like, we consume these things to numb what's going on. We don't want to think about it no more. Instead of overthinking, let's drink. Instead of overthinking, let's do drugs. You know what I mean? But it's like we're trying to escape the overthinking. We can't help it that it's always at the back of our mind. Like, I literally haven't been able to sleep since this has happened. So it's just like, when you're able to rest. I'm like, to the like, I woke up, my throat was bugging me again, and it's just like, okay, let's have some orange juice today. Let's pump some vitamin C in there. Let's take some more cold medication. I took a neocitrin and knocked me out. It's like rest and rejuvenation. Protect yourself in this time. With the movement between the two cups, this card is also a message that some travel may be present when this card appears. As we see water flowing back and forth from one cup to another, the message of this card is also indicated travel is on the horizon. You may also experience a situation with foreign connections when Temperance card arrives in your day. I feel like it's going with the flow of things. This is not a time to panic. This is not a time to sit there and put all this energy out into the world. You know what I mean? It's sitting there and it's just grounding yourself and saying, you know what? It's going to be okay. Let things turn. Let's let things play out. Like I said, they're panicking on their side. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's why it's happening this way. It's their insecurities blowing back on everybody else. You know what I mean? So they made a boo boo. So it's like, unfortunately, poop slides downhill. You know what I mean? So see what happens. Just keep, don't make permanent don't make permanent decisions out of temporary emotions. Feel your feelings, but move forward. That's all you can do. Just remember who you are. Remember your fire energy. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. With determination and dedication, you will be the victor wearing the wreath. Harmony will be restored again. This is a lesson for you. You know? Unfortunately, lessons come at the most horrible times. But what can you do? So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, January 30th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.